Let's go live and shit on you. No, I thought overlays were part of the paid package. Right? It's just the overlays.
Oh, you got the hashtag basic package.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
Why,
I take it back.
why pay for something?
So
The
you could use
free plan,
overlays.
right? The free plan comes with one example overlay. Check out our upgraded plan.
Yes, yes, yes. It's been a while since I saw the basic one. I remember I think I did the first stream with the basic one. I did a test stream when I first started doing lives and that duck was killing me, bro.
Yeah, but
You're too much of a pro.
Yeah, it was like that duck. Everything else was fine. It's just the duck.
for the basic one, it's like $25 a month if you don't go yearly. So,
Oof.
yeah,
I don't even see the duck anymore.
What
Yeah.
duck? What are you talking about?
What the duck?
Well, I had to search for it. There's a duck still there, and
Oh.
it's right by my
Oh,
face.
I thought that was your good angel on your shoulder.
But how you guys doing? Iggy and I were talking about this is the weird thing, and I brought this up to Iggy before. And did we talk about this last week about the times or the length at which we talk to each other?
Yeah, or either
The
last week
frequency.
or or the week before. I don't know.
All right, it's like one of those things I always wonder, and I'm like, hey, but it's me. Like I feel that I'm very close with a lot of you, but we never talk. I'm okay with that.
Here's Nico overthinking again.
I mean,
What?
about these things.
He only said bye on the phone once and then hung up. Did he really want to talk to me?
No.
You hang up. Now you hang up.
No, because it'll be like if I mention, wow, I haven't talked to that guy in a long time, and somebody will be like, oh yeah, I talk to him every day. What?
Well, I make a point to send you updates daily almost about what I'm working on, so you don't feel that we don't communicate enough.
But this is the thing: if we went the whole week without talking, I'd still be okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
You know what? It's even worse because I send you updates about what I'm working, and most of the time you only put a heart in it or say something about how gay I am.
No, I never say that. I never say that.
I've seen those. I've seen those messages.
Listen, so today, and you have certain lanes of things that you go down in Instagram, okay? And you kind of figure out who you can share what with whom. So it'll be like, all right, lovely ladies, as Remy puts them. I'll share them with somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, she's a good looking girl. She's a thoroughbred, so to speak. And I got called gay. I got called gay for that today.
What?
I couldn't understand it.
Well, I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, you're referring us to talking about a person as if it was a horse. What's gay about that? It's
Is it a gay horse?
it's really machismo stuff.
I don't. Whoever told you that is a dick. I don't understand that.
Okay, let's say
Hello.
the chat right after the intro.
Yeah, the perfect cut.
Right, that's perfect timing. That's a pretty good edit, if I must say so myself.
It's perfect.
It
Perfect
is.
cut.
It's a thoroughbred.
How you doing?
Yeah! Yeah!
Happened with these, and I do not know what the grade is yet. So we are going to find out together. Most likely a 9.8, but man, fingers crossed that it hits one of those higher numbers as well. So let's see. You get to see before I do. Let's see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
You about to get plugged?
See, like I have to go in and fix the track.
I wasn't going to say it, but every time I see it, Remy is there for a frame, and he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You act
But
like
we
you don't
never
have.
said anything.
I said you act like you don't have a professional editor at your disposal.
But he can do it.
No, but you know what too? It's like you wanna burn those favors for something good
When it matters.
when it
Then you
matters.
mention.
Right. So
I mean, you have to make the selection and create and press delete. That's it. It's wasted in you, DJ.
yeah, it's simple stuff. Now these guys were here really early. Like, I don't know. James was thinking maybe we go at 12 Eastern, but we appreciate
Hey,
you
James.
anyway, James. Warlord, hello.
Or-
Hello, James.
Also,
again.
James. Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Hey.
Justin Birch.
Oh,
I
another Ringo loser like myself.
Oh shit. No, you guys are winners in my heart.
Yeah,
I
at least he got a sandwich. I didn't get anything. No
well,
one here cares.
the wife made him a sandwich, didn't she?
Yeah, my wife.
Um,
I don't think my wife even knew that I was nominated for a Ringo Award.
So was Justin just in the audience waiting for the awards and stuff like that, and the programming was just too long, and his wife showed up to bring him a sandwich as he waited?
I don't know the details, but probably.
That's amazing.
maybe he had on his phone. He played the Tapatio, and he played it, and she came out. She brought him a sandwich. Stay tuned. Tune in for In the Mix Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern.
He played Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Yeah, I saw he showed a picture of what he was wearing, and he had it framed all nice. A little blazer on, a little purple T-shirt, the J's to match.
He looked very pimp.
Very, very good. Tell that guy everything I know. Austin,
Hey, Austin.
What up, dog?
Actual Dracula. I'm hoping to
Adrian.
have a little bit of a collaboration in the coming weeks with Actual Dracula. We're gonna find out what exactly can go on.
Destiny Bow sucking.
Stay
Hey,
tuned.
Adam.
Stay tuned.
He doesn't say no, which is crazy.
I have to get the sticker wins out from last week.
What's up, Chris?
Hello, Canada. Congratulations, Trev, on
Trev.
your 1K. I was able to stop by for a little while this past Sunday night. You guys look like you had a good time.
Yeah, I was on there, man. Thanks, Trev, for inviting me on and to celebrate his milestone. It was fantastic.
Mike.
Yeah, Becker's another one of those people where you converse with, and it's like, did I do something wrong? Is he mad at me? Because he'll leave very curt one-word answers. He'll answer your question straight to the point, and that's it. I'm like,
No chit chat.
No, none of that.
I think, and this is something I have learned and applied to myself. It's we have very strong Latino wives, and we are in a constant state of alert.
Danger.
That's when the Tapatio comes into place.
Yeah.
Right. Drac, I still do have the Daddy Saddle prototype, but that's calling into question my Photoshop skills, and I'm still working on it.
What's up, Roscoe?
Roscoe.
So Chop and Drop. He may be customizing some Air Force Ones, I saw.
Oh yeah, on IG. Yeah.
And there's also a contest out there where you have a possibility of winning a $10,000 custom experience with the Shoe Surgeon. Yes, sir. DJ Links, go.
Thank you, Nick. So you refer to them as Air Force Ones, as what we assume, because of what you tell us, you're a native New Yorker. Why do you not call them Uptowns? Or you've always called them Air Force Ones?
Always call them Air Force Ones.
All right, you're from Texas.
CJ.
CJ.
What's up, biatches?
Hey, Mark.
I will be trying for the Terror Squad Uptowns coming out this week. I hope I get them. Pocan Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What up, Joe?
Yeah, I'm always giving tries to sneakers every now and again.
What do you mean you give them tries?
Well, you just can't go and buy them.
Oh no, is not that how it works?
You can.
Yeah, it's like the whole comic book variant thing. Like you have to
Oh, okay.
yeah. So you could
You
get
have
a
to see
regular
it.
pair of white Uptowns in the store right now, but like the Terror Squad ones, those are going to be impossible to get. To get into you have to get into a raffle to get into the raffle to get into the raffle.
Okay.
And then you would have one, and this is the problem with the language. You would have one a chance to buy them, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
But
I concur.
Kyle, my man.
Well, it's not enough being a comic fan that you have to be a sneakerhead to complicate things.
It's not really complicated because I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you either
no,
win or lose.
there's no way that you have time for both.
Okay.
Because the sneaker thing is a whole nother animal. I mean that's physically waiting online outside, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah, fuck that Star Wars bullshit.
I've done that like twice where I waited outside for sneakers, and it was only
Never.
because no, but it was like at my last job. So the sneakers went on sale at 10 o'clock, and I was 10 o'clock a.m. and I was leaving work at 8 a.m. So I just walked over, and I was like number 4 in line. So I was cool.
Oh, but even then, 2 hours before to be fourth in line is probably unheard of nowadays.
Yeah, no, this had to be 2003, 2004.
Yeah, that's before all the hype beast came.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's a business. There are people getting paid to just stand in line for
No,
someone else.
you'll see people like, all right, how much for your whole table? And we're talking like $125,000.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that firsthand at this con that I went to called Got Soul a couple of weekends back, where it's weird, right? Because in the comic book con culture, it's all about getting deals and things like that. In the sneaker culture, is all about buying people's tables out, which is extremely weird to me.
Yeah. What is this? Acetate gate? Fuck
We should drop an acetate sneaker.
that. You can even wear it. It's there.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. It's like it came to a point where I would just keep stuff in the closet and not wear it. Like honestly, I bought those AJ3. Are they remastered?
Who the hell calls them AJ3s?
The cement threes.
Are we talking Air Jordans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Like, yo,
I
my boy
understood.
AJ. Yo, what's
I
up,
understood.
AJ?
I
Oh
understood.
shit, yeah, the stream.
I bought those cement threes, and the only time I wore them was Heroes Con. That
Which
was
are
it.
fire. Those things were fire.
And I've had them since March. I've worn them once.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm not gonna go to any con until I get a good decent amount of sneakers because I have probably 2, and I'm ashamed to be standing in front of you.
No, don't. Don't. I don't because I don't judge people out loud.
Just privately on IG.
Yeah, just no, not even private. I just think what I think about your sneakers, but I mean, not everybody's into it.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I might be barefoot.
I mean, I'll wear these.
What are those?
Crazy. But those are my day-to-day go-tos.
Yeah. Can I just really quickly address Kyle? Kyle, I still have your package. I'm gonna send it out on Saturday. But thank you for reminding me.
Put it on
So,
the
like-
agenda.
What happens is like I'll have everything and then it's like, I don't have a lot of storage space, so I'll move something and then just forget about it.
Where are you now? You're at work, right?
No, I'm home.
It just
Oh,
looks
but
You
like
have a lot of space back there.
right. It just looks like a multi-million-dollar office building, but he's at home.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm out, man. Fuck y'all.
Oh, come on. We're throwing shade.
I get embarrassed quickly. Yeah, I'm at home.
Yeah, I'm
What?
waiting for a package too, but
What's his name?
now this Brother Joe, I can
Joe.
attest to Brother Joe. I have met Brother Joe in person, and he had the chucks to match the lanyard, was it, Brother Joe?
Oh, nice.
Some hot pink fire joints. They were too nice. Nice.
And to get a little peek behind the sneaker curtain, Nick and I talked about in Heroes Con. Yo, how many pairs of sneakers you bringing? I was just like, one for every day. And Nick the same, man.
Yeah.
Is that too much, Iggy? Iggy, do you judge us? A different pair of sneakers every day?
No, you do your thing. I wear the same pair of sneakers every day. I have one pair that I use sometimes, but I like to feel as if the shoe is part of my foot. So I like to wear it constantly until I don't feel it anymore. It doesn't bother me. If I keep changing it, well, I would have multiple shoes that feel like my foot.
This was the thing. It was like, all right, how many sneakers you bringing? And if we're in the mood to shop, here's the spot to go to. Because you never know what the new place may have. And
yeah, so oddly enough, I had 6 pairs of sneakers, but I rocked the same underwear all week. No,
you gotta prioritize.
If no one is gonna leak your scrum, then who cares what underwear you're wearing?
I can't. We always overpack for everything. No matter where we go, we'll have at least like 4 extra outfits just in case. Like legit. Like you never know if like I'm somewhere, somebody spills something on me, I gotta go back to the room and change.
Now I'm wondering, is anybody else in the chat like that, or is it just a product? We're a product of our environment in that case.
I'm not like that. I travel light. As I said, I was hunting for hobbits.
Yeah, because for Heroes Con, literally, I had at least 5 extra outfits that I didn't even wear.
Yeah, legit. Like
I bought stuff. I bought stuff for the trip that I didn't even wear.
Yeah, same.
I would do that. I would buy stuff, but I would overpack. I mean, if I were to go somewhere like for a week, I wouldn't overpack. It's just the right amount for each day. And maybe a couple of extras, but maybe 1 or 2.
No, I think we overpack. And then even at that with Heroes Con, or normally whenever I go on vacation or something like that, like it's easy to pack because everything that I wear is brand new. So I'm just buying it and put it in the suitcase while it's right there. It chafed a little bit and I was uncomfortable, but thank you.
You know, Mark says that, but if you wanted to go anywhere that was not in a 1 block radius of the hotel, Mark wasn't going.
I mean, he was on flip flops. He cannot walk for a long time. You have to go barefoot.
Yeah, and I guess we're just a product of our environment. Like for me, I can't even really mix.
Whoa!
I can't mix brands. Like I can't wear Adidas shorts with Nike shoes. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Wait.
Hey,
Remy.
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Sticky Rem?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
No, we're talking brands here. Who are you wearing?
Right.
Actually, I'm not allowed to show you who I'm wearing right now. I've got a work shirt on, so I may skip that one, but I do appreciate you.
We're trying to figure out what the Q stands for.
Oh.
As a holdover from In Between the Lines this past
Yeah,
week.
you won't be able to. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say I won't be able to tell that to anybody.
I figured it out a long time ago. It's Quinzel.
That's my first thought. That I don't think so.
Cutie pie. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I can attest to this also. Journey was very appropriately dressed. Smelling good, looking good. Anywhere
that's definitely a New York thing. Like we always like overdress, overpack, bring stuff like that. And Nick, as a native Texan, you've adapted pretty well to the New York lifestyle, and I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you guys taking me. See, I'm even saying you guys. take me under your wing.
I hate you guys.
The many visits that he's made there.
I'll
The
be there
trips
next.
that he's made.
Right, I'll be there next week for another quick lesson. So
Oh, nice.
Nice, thank you. That's what you called him?
yes, thank you, DJ. Thank you.
A la orden.
Oh. How about you, Cruz? Can you speak Spanish? Do
No.
no? So
No.
you only
I
have
took
Spanish
I took
left.
Spanish 1 5 times in school. I failed all 5 times. Spanish 1 5 times. It was ridiculous. Like at one point, my mom was like, "Why are you still taking this?" I was like, "Hey, it's just a habit now. I have to sign up."
It's just
I have this fucking last name that's a burden. I need to speak a little bit of
Yeah.
Spanish.
By the third time, they had already established I wouldn't be able to take enough classes for it to count for anything. But I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna fail this one again. I need to level out this grade point average somehow."
oh shit.
Well, I went through all the Spanishes in high school, and I still don't remember much of it at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I had friends who could speak Spanish very fluently and everything. I can't do it.
And I think Trev has hit the nail on the head. It definitely wasn't you; it was the teacher.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. All of them, all 4 of them, 4 different teachers. All of them failed me. Why?
Remy walks in and they're like, "Otra vez." He's like, "I don't understand."
No. I know. Take out your homework. How do you say this in Spanish? And can I go to the bathroom? That's it.
I mean, that's it. You only need that, and thank you. Gracias. That's it.
There you go. Yeah.
Who needs Spanish? Where are we in the 15th century? Spanish hasn't been a.
No, I'll tell you what. I bet I'd be getting paid more money if I could speak Spanish.
Right.
The damn teachers and sons of bitches got me.
Becker posits that it was actually French 3 that you were going to.
Oh, of course. No, I didn't take French. I snuck into a couple French classes because I thought it was funny. And I took, I think, a month of sign language, and I dropped out of that, and that was one of the worst because the guy he was deaf, and so they had a translator for like the first 2 months. So I had to tell him I was quitting his class through a translator, and he had such a sad face. And I felt so bad. I was breaking this guy's heart. I was like, "Yeah, it's not going to work out." And the translator had to say it, and I was like, "Oh shit, man, I'm a horrible person."
Did the translator just go like this to him?
Yeah, they were like,
The funny thing is I tried taking sign language too, but the guy was like,
You can't. That's funny. I hate it. My daughter is she's fluent in sign language, so she had to take it. She's a speech pathologist. So I would hate it when, like, not that she would get in trouble, but she would do stupid shit to kind of annoy me, and she would like walk away with a face like,
Oh, that's so good.
I knew she was cursing me out. The little bitch.
Don't you have some like Pig Latin? But everyone speaks Pig Latin, right?
yes.
To curse someone and they don't
Ukfe,
understand.
that's like the Ukfe Uye type thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I can understand that. Basically, you said "fuck you," right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy. No, that's when the sign language comes in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet another thing that I can't learn. I should go back and sue for more money, actually.
I mean, you
know
can learn sign language. You will always have grammar errors, but
this is the thing about sign language, because like I remember thinking in my head, I was like, "This is going to be awesome because we can talk in class and nobody's going to know," like stuff like that. But it's a silent ass class, and like I remember I learned the alphabet, right, and you had to do it in front of everybody, and like I can't be quiet like that. Like, this is stupid. And so, like, standing in front of people saying nothing, doing sign language, that was the dumbest shit in the world. And I was like, I gotta get. I'm gonna go fail Spanish 1 again. Like, I gotta get out of here.
I think Nick's sign language would be like a terrible cell phone call with like bad reception.
Yeah, I'm just wondering though. It's probably like you said that teacher was deaf also, so it's probably really easy to cheat. You can probably just scream out the answers while looking down, and everybody would.
Yeah, but how do you scream out the thumb up, pinky swirl? Like, what do you? It was like pictures. It was like hieroglyphics. Like the test, I remember it was like hieroglyphics, and you had to like circle the one that it was, and then again we had to do the alphabet standing up in front of everybody, quiet, and it was that was terrible.
You could have just did the YMCA.
I appreciate Drac trying to still figure out what the Q means. So thank you.
Drac is easily proving why he was nominated or finalist for most comedic content creator.
And also why he beats Remy for the best Illuminati member.
Yeah,
He beat us all.
well, beats everybody. Yeah, not just me.
Illumimami.
All right, y'all. I gotta run inside this bank. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for having me on.
Don't
Make sure
forget
you
the
love you guys.
balaclava, Remy.
Are you gonna put on a mask? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
put the mask on before you go in.
No. I would say goodbye to you in Spanish, but I don't know how to. So bye.
Adios.
Oh yeah, adios.
Hey, there you go.
You passed.
Remy Q passes in all of our hearts.
30 years later.
Well, I mean, I got the Michael Jackson jacket 30 years later. Why not?
Yeah,
That's true. That's a fire jacket.
yeah, and I mean, I don't usually think Spanish is good for anything, but it's always good to learn a new language. Hey, John.
No, well, it definitely depends on what area of the country you're in.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh, of course.
Like I would say, like it's like paramount to know it in like Cali, some parts of Texas, like southern Texas,
Yeah, Florida.
Florida.
Florida. Well, really, anywhere you go now. You really can't say that it is just isolated anymore.
Yeah, it's the official second language of the United States.
I mean, it's kind of the thing. Either that or Chinese. The thing with Chinese is there's so many dialects that which one is the one you need to learn? Mandarin?
Mandarin, I believe.
I think
Mandarin and Japanese.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Japanese would be a good segue to talk about what's coming up in about a month or so. Comics curing cancer.
Oh, because Japan is a cancer to the world. Okay. I get it. I see what you're doing. Okay.
Okay, so let me present this, and maybe DJ as one of the what's the word I'm looking for?
Manga.
I believe I believe the word you're looking for is
Exactly. So here we go.
Comics Curing Cancer. So Comics Curing Cancer is our annual event cancer fundraiser. And it's happening this year, October 20th through the 22nd. We'll feature special guests, auctions, original art, CGC, CBCS slabs, signed books, giveaways, and of course, the infamous prize wheel. That prize wheel show is happening on Saturday, the 21st. Of course, we're still soliciting for donations. So if you have any suitable items to donate, like original art, slabs, runs, things like that, just hit us up. Hit up Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. The three of us manage that account. So Rob, Mark from Legion of Comics, as well as myself. So you'll always get a rapid response because one of us is always on that. And we're really excited, man. Like this year is going to be big. Like it's going to be big. One of the things that we announced just yesterday that we were able to announce is this, man. So big shout out first and foremost to the Comic Mint and to Matt Wilson. So C3
Nice.
is getting their own exclusive, and it's for Unnatural Order #1. It's a Comics Curing Cancer exclusive variant. Our logo will be on the back as well as the Comic Man and Matt Wilson's logo, which is Jinx Removing Studio. Comic Man donated the production cost, everything for this book. We didn't have to come out of pocket for anything for it. And Matt Wilson donated the art. So even if you get this book and you see him at cons in the future, he agreed to sign this book for free in perpetuity. So that's
Nice.
fantastic. I can't thank the Comic Mint enough for doing
Hey,
this.
there you go.
Yay! For real? Even better.
Yes.
Oh, snap. I did not know that. Thank you. And thank you, Justin Birch, for donating the letters to this book.
He's
Couldn't have
always so generous with the letters.
been a better letterer, even though the Ringo Awards will disagree with that statement.
One more person coming in, my man. Fer.
Hola, Fer.
Hello.
Yo, that's awesome. That I didn't know, because obviously we haven't seen the book or anything like that. I don't know any of the details, but that actually makes me feel that much better knowing that Justin is involved in it.
I mean, it's really good. I'm so glad that the event has an exclusive cover. It's, I mean, it's the way to go.
Yeah. So last year when I spoke to Matt about this after C3, it was just one of those things where I floated the idea by him, and he was like, "Oh hell yeah, hit me up when it's time to roll." And we developed a relationship over the last couple of months and stuff like that. And then I hit him up, but I hit him up, so I didn't know what the timeline would be. So this was one of those things where they was just like, "Yeah, we'll do everything, but we have to see from our list of stuff like what we're able to contribute." And we didn't have that much say on the book, that much say on the art, whatever. Yeah, so it is what it is, but I'm still happy. And then the price point on that book will be $20, but it will be available on the website, but there's still going to be like applicable tax and shipping fees. Like it's going to sell as if it would sell from a retail website.
Yeah. I mean, they have to keep their business running too. They're putting apart, but there are operational costs that need to be covered.
Yeah.
And I mean, each year has brought something different and special. It's always been a good time, always been a ton of great get-togethers, a whole bunch of great gifts, just seeing everybody come together again for that whole entire weekend, the guys putting it together, going above and beyond. It's always been a special weekend. So looking forward to this year also. So
yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a special weekend. And it's funny because when I was doing, I'll be honest, because I feel so weird, right? Because like doing this and messaging things and all that other stuff, and I feel like I turn into a different person in doing this because I am like super passionate about it. And I guess when you're passionate about the subject matter, it really shows in the way you express your thoughts and stuff like that. But yesterday, when the journey, the website is not ready yet.
all right, and yeah, all of the info is in the description of this video.
Yeah. I mean, the website is there. We're not going to do pre-orders. Full transparency, when we did the salve, like Nick and Tyler, Mark, and Remy and myself, we had some issues doing that, especially with the pre-orders. So we're going to stay away from the pre-orders. We're just going to put up once I get the books in hand, and then the website will go live. No, but in doing all the stuff in the research for C3 and making the rounds to kind of talk about it and doing sort of like a press junket thing, I think one of the highlights that stood out to me was just the changing of the format from a 24-hour stream to a 3-day stream. And that your big props to Rob Fatstacks for having the foresight to do it. I think that was an incredible a change in order to get this bigger than what it is and leveraging all our networks and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a good idea also because sometimes when you find out about something going on, it's already gone. But now we have 3 days. We have different channels, different things, and people can learn about it and arrive late, but still the event is going on. So it's brilliant.
Yep, and I've also volunteered us to be the sort of the kickoff show for the entire C3. So we'll aggregate everything, put everything here, let you guys know what's going on, when and where, and
yeah, you're gonna get sick of our faces during C3. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be on Whack Comics, probably for a while on your channel too, DJ.
Absolutely.
Yep. Deuce wants to know I would imagine for the exclusive, do you know what percentage of that is going to C3? The donations?
No, that's a fantastic question, Deuce Deuce. 100% of the proceeds are going to Comics Curing Cancer. So the book is going to be $20. Obviously, there'll be a shipping charge as well as the applicable tax. Obviously, the tax is going to go to the tax guy and the shipping is going to cover your shipping. But the $20, that is going 100% to Comics Curing Cancer.
Awesome.
Mhm. So essentially, if the book sells out, it's a 250 print run. That's $5,000 to Comics Curing Cancer right there.
Nice.
Sweet. And CJ wants to know if you're going to have copies by the time New York Comic Con rolls around.
We're pushing for Vault to ship them. So what happens is Vault is going to ship them to the Comic Mint site in Connecticut, and I am going to go pick them up the very next day. So I'm hoping we'll be around for a New York Comic Con. If that's the case, I'll have a few in hand because I'm not bringing a stack. But CJ, I'll make sure you're taken care of when it comes to comics, not in the other way. Thank you, sir. Even though you are a handsome gentleman.
When is NYCC? What's the date? Is
October
before
12th.
C3?
Yeah, so October
I think
12th.
it's the weekend before.
Oh, it would be nice to have some copies at NYCC to promote C3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually getting a shirt made that says "Ask me about comics curing cancer."
October
Nice.
12th through the 15th.
Yeah, to the 15th. So right now for New York Comic Con, I have a Saturday badge, but I'm working on getting a 4-day exhibitor badge. I reached out to some of my influencer line cutting buddies to see if they could hook me up.
Mhm.
So let's see what happens.
If you find him, he's very elusive, that Justin Birch.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have the copies by. That would be dope, man. For Justin, legit, that made my day. I had no idea that he was involved with the book.
Yeah, that does add give that extra oomph.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're a big community. When you start thinking about it, the people we can reach, the people that's involved immediately in the community, but we can reach a lot of people with a little bit of push and spit.
Yeah, and for this, like, it was kind of eye-opening because we expected the same players to kind of be involved that were involved last year. Some of them are, some of them chose not to be, but the amount of people that reached out is incredible. Like names like you wouldn't believe that. And I don't want to say anything because when somebody promises, yeah, I'm gonna put this in the mail, and then it doesn't show up, and then it's like fucking
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But there's some, there's one big name in particular that we were like super surprised by.
Let's just say I am particularly interested in one of the contributors.
What is that? Can you share?
Is it a female?
No, I mean those who know me know who I enjoy in the comic book community.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, I think that was made public though. You're talking about SY?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Scotty Young donated a
Mhm.
fantastic assortment of goodies. So he donated a slab. I forgot the book. So he donated a slab. He donated a couple of his drawings a day, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, those are the unoriginal art prints, I believe they were.
No, the books like he does. The little
Oh yeah, the daily sketch. Mm-hmm.
That's what it was, the daily sketch. So 2 signed daily sketchbooks and then the unoriginal art prints. One of the Venom cover, and then I believe the other one is the Ghost Rider. Yo, and these shits look, Chip unboxed a whole bunch of them on his channel. They look exactly like the original art comic book pages with the blue lines and all that stuff and the writing on the top. Is
Mhm.
is dope.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a
CJ says he can do it. Just let him know. He'll do what he can. He's had some pretty big names on his Insomniac Nation.
Yeah, just don't give them to Sticky Goose.
Yeah, so it should be a good time. It should be a good time.
Should we ask
I love
why?
CJ, man. No, I'm just Sticky Goose was
Yeah,
on
I know, I
CJ's
know.
thing yesterday, and I
That's
tried to
right.
watch it, and I had to shut it off. I'm not. I don't have the stomach for like troll content and like, focusing on just the drama stuff. Like I'm all about jokes and shit like that. So I don't have a stomach for that. But I appreciate CJ. Yo, CJ, like if you meet him, he is like and I'm sorry to like ruin his mystique, but he is like the fucking coolest dude in the world.
Oh, we know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll try to get you
Don't
drunk.
act.
He try to get you drunk in some weird shit too, so be careful.
I need to hang out with CJ, man. He looks like he's a lot of fun.
If your ice doesn't float in a drink that CJ gives you, it's probably spiked. It's probably spiked.
Fuck it.
But
So that's what happens to them dudes at Heroes. Oh, oops. That was private chat. My bad.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
how else is your week going, guys?
Good. Reaching the 135th page of the graphic novel, so 50 pages to go. It feels like a walk in the park at this point. Like 50 pages, it feels like nothing. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm trying to think of what I've been pondering this week, comic book related wise.
What are those comic books?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually wishing that I haven't been on the journey that I was collecting this time around, because I definitely fell victim to the variants and to all of the FOMO this time around.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely wish I didn't. I mean, out of all the books that I bought in the beginning, I don't have many around nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, but you made a profit out of it, right?
I would say if I broke even, that
That's
I
good.
would, yeah, I would say close to broke even, or maybe not lost a lot. Like the hits I've had have been big hits.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The losses I've had, like the big hits I've had, have like I've made thousands of dollars in profit,
Mhm.
and the hits that I've taken, which seem to be a lot lately, have been in the hundreds.
Okay, that's
I mean,
pretty good.
but I mean, even just from my collecting standpoint, just like for my own personal collection, there's not a lot that I have from the beginning that's around now.
Maybe it's the approach. I don't know. I wouldn't go that route. I mean, that's how you experience it this time. But now that you're thinking about it, you maybe can course correct. Maybe I mean you started buying original art. That's a new approach to collecting,
Mhm.
and that is not. You're not gonna speculate, but the original art will never lose value,
Mhm.
which a comic would probably can, but not original art.
Yeah, I think it's just this time around that there weren't a lot of there were a lot of things available that weren't available to me prior. I think the last time I was collecting was when the new 52 started.
Oh, full circle, Papi.
You like that, huh? You like that.
Mm-hmm.
And around the new 52, this is our 52nd episode, by the way. Around the time that started was what, 2011, 2012?
Yes, 11.
Yeah, I don't think there were many Virgin variants, store exclusives.
No, because people remember the 90s and the image bubble. So people were weary of that.
Right. And those were some of the things I've always hoped for in the beginning. I was like, oh man, this would be such a cool cover if it wasn't for trade dress. Or
Mhm.
I didn't even know what a trade dress was until
Yeah.
this time around.
Mhm. I prefer. I mean, I wish it, like the cover A and cover B. I wish it was just the trade and then the Virgin instead of it being like different cover arts and stuff like that. Like if it was a cover C, D, and E, then do that. I prefer the Virgin, specifically with the DC titles. Yo, some of the DC trades are just outright horrendous. Like the trades, they're just big and it has like all like it's just too much stuff.
But
Yeah, they pay a lot for that.
Yeah, it's like
But honestly, DC has a lot nicer covers than Marvel does, in my opinion.
1000%. That's why I would prefer the Virgin. I feel like getting back into comics like during the whole COVID bubble. I'm glad that I did. I enjoy both Marvel, DC, But indies is where it's at, man. Like if I had to give up Marvel and DC, I'll do that in a heartbeat and just specifically focus on indies because I enjoy the stories, self-contained 5 issue, 8 issue stories, and I'm out. And they are like like fantastic. Like everything indie to me is just like not everything, but it's dope. And Marvel, I don't know. Besides Ghost Rider, the new Hulk run, Marvel hasn't, in my eyes, been doing a lot as far as just like story content. It's just like wow.
They're factories. They need to release because they cannot stop the press. So they keep churning. It's not bad content, but it's constant. So you sacrifice quality. With the indies, you have a couple of dudes basically working on an issue or 5 issues for a couple of years probably before it sees the light of day. So it's a totally different approach. And I agree with you, DJ, that in the fact that I love stories that end. I want the character, if they have to die, fucking die. I like the story to be, it can be episodic, but I like it to have a conclusion, and that's it. If I never read another, I don't know, Black Sad book, I got the story from every Black Sad book I read before I stopped reading.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for the most part, yes. I think if it's just done well, like for me, Invincible always comes to mind because that was 160 issues, 150 issues. And that story from top to bottom was just fantastic. Fantastic. So that it can be done, but also I wouldn't want something like Spider-Man to end.
Why not? You can start it over again with another creative team, with another. I mean, and now more than ever, with what DC is doing with the Omniverse, and I mean, let's stop the pretending that the continuity actually works. It doesn't fucking work. It's too much information, and if you remember it, dude, get a fucking life. Of course, dude. Or either that's your job, or you have too much time in your hands.
But isn't that part of the storytelling also? You want your movies not to have continuity?
Yeah, but movies end. You have an hour and a half, 2 hours, even 12 hours in Lord of the Rings. It's 12 hours of movies, but it ends. How long have we been reading some of these characters? I mean, and they died and they came back, and so there's an impetus. There's the will to change things, but they need to keep milking the cow, and that's fair. It's a capitalist world.
Yeah.
No, I think the ending and restarting is fine. Like I think like Immortal Hulk to me still probably my favorite run of all time. It went to 50 issues. For me, if you're gonna do an ongoing series, that's a perfect stop, 50 issues, and then pass it on to another creator. In that instance, it just so happens it went to Donny Cates and it was utter trash, but that ran for 14 issues and then they restarted it. Now it's with Philip Kennedy Johnson, and it's been absolutely stunning.
Beautiful book.
So that I prefer something like that as opposed to, because I try to get into one. I forgot the last ongoing series it was. So I tried to get into it, and it was just like literally for the next 5 issues was the same shit. The same shit. It's like back in the day when I used to watch freaking Days of Our Lives when Stefano and Billy are arguing in the kitchen for the entire week. It's like, come on.
It's like, yeah, it's. There you go. But I also agree with Nick. You would lose if that was the norm. You would lose like half of the Invincible run. That is epic. I think it's one of the best superhero stories that has been told in this comic era. That, and of course, All-Star Superman and Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
I think Invincible is an anomaly. Like that's just perfect. That's lightning in a bottle.
I mean, you cannot stop reading. I remember I have read a couple of loose issues here and there, and then at one point I said, "How come I haven't read this shit?" Okay, I'm gonna start, and I'm not gonna stop, and I finished it in a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with me. I blasted through the 3 compendiums probably within like 4 or 5 days. That's how good it was. I
Yeah.
couldn't fall asleep sometimes just because I was reading it. So
Same here. Yeah, and it's not that doesn't happen with a lot of things unless they're indies because you know it's gonna end in this book.
and this is the thing too, I was wondering, like ever since 1980,
Mhm.
I mean, there've really only been a handful of characters who have been super popular, like to reach all-time legendary status.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I would say it was like, like to for every Wolverine, there's 50 or so, probably more than that, minor characters that don't have that staying power or always relegated to the lower
yeah,
tiers.
and sometimes there are even derivative characters like the Watchmen. You know,
Mhm.
Doctor Manhattan and Rorschach. They became icons, and they're a derivation of another. But it's all invented.
But there aren't a lot of like high value first appearances since 1980. I mean, what are there? There 5?
No, you know more than that,
Yeah.
more than me in that regard.
Well, Deadpool, I'm talking at least a couple of $100.
Yeah, there you go. Deadpool Cable,
Deadpool.
X-23 is even in there.
It's one of those things that those first appearance. I mean, like when you're living in that age, like the first appearance doesn't mean anything because right now it's just like they come and go. So you
Yeah,
won't know if that's going to hold true value up until whatever 10 years later. And that's why I think like Ultimate Fallout 4 with Miles Morales to me is the most important like first appearance to come out in the last whatever many years. That and I guess the second one besides Spider Gwen, like Null, right? Like Null had legs for a little while, and that's high up there in value. The Venom 3, and
yeah.
that's a good character. They just wasted him on King and Black, but I think he'll
Mhm.
come around. Like he's like a symbiote Thanos almost, you know.
Yeah. I think Miles Morales is the top of the list,
Hmm.
in my opinion, because I almost feel like there's a lot of people that it's like with Batman Beyond, you know, there's a lot of people that Miles is their Spider-Man.
Hmm.
Mhm.
There's Peter Parker, there's Bruce Wayne, but for them, it's like Miles Morales and Terry McGinnis is our our Batman, our Spider-Man.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Dude,
agree with
even
that.
now, I'm an old dude at this stage, and even I feel more connected with Miles than with Peter.
Hmm. Yeah, I read Miles Morales Spider Man. I don't read Amazing Spider Man.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, like I said, Miles, Deadpool, Miles, Gwen, X-23, yeah, yeah. Harley Quinn, 5.
Yeah,
Who else? But I mean, even like Spawn #1, you're talking about what was it, the Sunset Times?
Malibu Sun.
Yeah, Malibu Sun was his first appearance.
That's not really a first appearance. That's like previews.
yeah. I think
But even
Spawn
then,
counts.
Huh?
Spawn 1 you can get for like $30.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's why I destroyed one.
So not a lot of them.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where it's just like, and that's what I don't appreciate when they prioritize a previews book or like a sneak peek over the actual first appearance in the published comic book. Like there's like an ad for this person in this book. Like that's
Yeah,
not for me. That's not a first appearance. That's like the
that's
ad for it.
yeah.
First Turtles and first Miles.
Even count? Does Hellboy even count? No, right?
Hmm?
Does Hellboy even count as a importance first appearance?
I mean, he's a
I
big
mean,
character.
I love Hellboy. I really love it. I think it's one of the characters I have more books of, but I don't think he's on that level,
Is
a
a
Miles
represent?
Morales level.
No, that's right now. The Jordan 8s. Man, I remember I changed in gym one time. I'm in school. I go back to change, and they stole one sneaker out of my locker, man.
One.
That Jordan 8. They opened it and took one sneaker and left the other one.
That's
5 minutes. 5 minutes. And for me, it's got to be the Charlotte colorway. But
okay.
on that note,
Let's get out of here.
yeah, we'll let DJ go for sure. DJ, got anything
yeah.
you want to plug in the meantime?
You about to get plugged. Tomorrow night in the mix, 9 p.m. on the DJ Links YouTube channel. I'll be joined by my men's as always. Next week, I got a couple of one CGC unboxing. Got some other videos I have to kind of whatever. But the most important thing, obviously, is Comics Curing Cancer. If you want, aside from donations, if you want to help promote Comics Curing Cancer, hit me up so I can furnish you the proper graphics as opposed to like taking screenshots and then re-putting it to your stream and stuff like that. It gets fuzzy in the process. So hit me up and I'll share those graphics with you. And shout out to Miss So. She's the
Hey,
best.
Mary.
Hello to that. The Immortal One popped in also. Lady
Vicky.
Fantastic, hello. We didn't get. Let's do it properly.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
that shit
good.
is hilarious.
That is.
Yeah. Use it until we got bored of it.
Yeah. How could you get bored of him sticking cream in his mouth?
Yeah.
But on that
Thoroughbred.
note, Iggy, anything you want to plug? Iggy's Redbubble is also in the description below.
Yeah, I lost at the Ringos, but I didn't lose alone because I was in 2 anthologies nominated, so that's
I
it.
mean, it's enough to be nominated and recognized, no?
Yeah, it feels really good. I forgot that Baltimore was the date, so I only realized we lost when I found out who won. So that's good. There was no anxiety or expectations.
Yeah. But I think that's it until next week. See you guys later.
Bye.
Peace out, Joe.
Fuck, you guys already saw it? Let me see it. Oh! Shit! Oh! Y'all see that?
So, Tyler, do you want to build a snowman to plow away all night? It doesn't have to be a snowman. It can be me.
I'll be clipping that too.